All right, now on some TV movie talk. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this power. Boy, this power is poorly written, and it's poorly written, and no one cares. No one cares. Like the people that watches it, no one ever admits that there's some shitty writing. Like you said, let's start off like you said before. Now you got the mom that went on a damn drinking and coke binge because she think that her grandson that she just met is dead. Her son, she think her son killed her damn grandchild. So she's been on a drinking and coke binge, and comes to find out the other son told her that no, he's alive, that they just wanted to keep that secret from you. Why would you keep that secret like
Yeah,
that
that's
away from your
so
mother?
fucking stupid. And now it's like clean yourself up and you can go see him. Why didn't you just tell her that from the door? He's
Right,
alive. He's all right. We'll tell you where he at. You can go see him. You know what I mean?
right. All you had to do is say he got some trouble and we sent him away. That's all she had to say. He had to say.
Yep.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Second of all, we could talk about the hood hero Diamond, who who this woman knows that he's a gang leader, a drug dealer, but yet she still has him in the house and has her teaching her son boxing.
And the thing is, she lives with her husband or boyfriend or wherever, baby dad. They live together. He goes out of town. Diamond spending the night hanging out the crib, eating cereal at the crib and all that shit.
Right.
Like, what kind of shit is that?
Ah, bad writing. Now, if she was over his house like that, now that's different. But
Right.
yeah, like he's sitting up there chilling. Anyway, you shouldn't be over her house like that anyway, because that dude could just pop up. You never
Hmm.
know. Now you went all in some shit.
Well, I
Like
told
he's like a
Shay
new
the
dad.
first time a man came home from work and he saw Diamond in there drinking out of one of his cups and shit, you know what I mean? I would have had a problem. Shay like, well, why you have a problem? He only drinking. He might have been thirsty. I don't care. I don't know this dude. He shouldn't be just hanging out in my cup in my crib drinking out of my cup.
No, that's inappropriate. Say like unless it was like a family member or something like that. That's
Right? Yeah,
different.
family is different.
Mm,
Because even if you got somebody doing some work around the house, you're not gonna have him just lounging around drinking and chilling.
right. Now, let's just say let's reverse it. Let's just say if the husband had some girl that the wife didn't know laying in the house drinking a cup. You don't think she
Uh-huh.
would say something?
Exactly. Now females know that flip shit. They see a fucking girl in the crib like that. The fuck
Right.
is this girl in my house? And you
And-
don't know her either, and she's just sitting in just chilling.
right. Now, the people that love power so much, are they going to explain to me how in the hell that the ex-husband knows the PO officer?
I don't know.
So he just walks up to him in a parking lot out of the blue.
Well, this the show is stupid because there's no investigations on no murders. Like
Mm,
my man, dad got and the whole squad got killed. You don't hear no talking about who killed, trying to figure out who killed that person. The
right.
other guy that was the what was he working with the cops, and then he got what's the name? Jannard killed him.
Yes. I
Nobody's
mean,
investigating that. Like nobody get investigated on this show. Everybody just get killed and keep it moving like it wasn't shit.
hmm and that meeting with the Serbs, and well, when Tommy had went and talked to the guys and the Serbs showed up and they had a
Hmm.
shootout, that was so damn cheesy.
It was for one when you have meetings like that with big time drugs. Don't you have people on the door? How motherfuckers
Yes,
just kicking the door blasting, and then the Serbs didn't even take cover. They just stood in the open like they had a bullet shield around them.
right. And they was all over. They was in the front, they was in the side of the door, they was all over the
Hmm.
place, and nobody said anything about hey, they come. Oh, you ain't hear nothing in the background, nothing
Yep.
outside that was going
And
on.
then Jannard put the gun on Tommy. Nobody seen that. Tommy didn't see that. He's aiming the
Right.
gun right at you.
Mm-hmm. Right. And here's Diamond. Diamond is so messed up because the kid got killed. That, like you said, it ain't nowhere in the world that this young man who's all on TV and all that stuff and a bright spot for the community is going to just somebody just going to just pull out a gun and just shoot him like that over a fight. And plus, it's outside where everybody's standing there. Diamond is
Hmm.
standing there and all that stuff. Like you said, Diamond is a damn gang leader. Them kids will already know who Diamond was.
Hmm. And why Diamond just sit there and watch that shit? As soon as the boy said something to him, Diamond should have went over to him like, "Yo, chill the fuck out." You know what I mean? Break that shit up.
Right. Oh, he could have said, "Well, look, he's with me." And that would have stopped them from ever messing with him. Look, if you say anything wrong, something happened to him, I'm gonna hold y'all responsible. He used to say some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's all messed up, like you said. He done killed his father, but yeah, he's so messed up.
No, that's what's his name? Uh, the mob guy. What's his name? The
The,
Irish dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he has a barbershop where they doing drug dealings at. No one ever locks the door or pull the shades down. People could just
Mm-hmm.
blank in and look and see what's going on or whatever. So the cop comes in, he just cuts the cop's throat, and
Why?
Tommy,
Why would Diamond just dump all the drugs on his lap like that and all the money? Like he just that fucked up. He just pouring money everywhere like that.
yeah, I guess he was drunk and depressed.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And another thing was stupid too. So you have Jannard and a female boxer. I don't know her name. She did there. She blatantly tells Tommy that they're cutting side deals with the what's the white girl name?
The Flins.
Yeah, okay, we could just say the Flins. They're cutting a side deal with the Flins, and he just like, well, okay with it. Well, I'm like, well, if that's the case, then you're gonna have to break me off too. Okay, I can understand they want to keep having to wait for them to work order to keep an eye on her, but how in the world you doing deals and stuff, and I ain't getting no cut of it, and we all in the crew together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, all right, then that's cool, but you're gonna have to break me off too. And they just like, well, all right, yeah, okay, yeah, just no, just keep an eye on her. This is some shitty writing,
It is.
and here we go. We have a place where they torture people, they sell dope, they torture people, and not too long ago they had a shootout at. But you're going to have a quinceañera there for a 16-year-old girl in the same place? That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. And what about when the sister storms off and go out the door, then Tommy go right behind her? Nobody went thought to follow and see what's going on. You know
Right.
Tommy a nut. Make sure she all right. Make sure. Let me see what Tommy doing. Why you following her out the door? They don't check none of that shit.
And that's another thing, which you how you just mentioned about the meeting with the Tommy and the other group when the Serbs showed up. So here's the place. Like I said, he sell dope in there. He tortured people, and they just had a shootout, and there's nobody watching the front door.
Mm-hmm. And then you know what else pissed me off about the show? Why did they got to make the lead like agents in a relationship? It's like no chemistry. They don't
Mm.
do they live together? Do they fucking hang out? Do anything? But you want us to believe that them two is in a relationship.
Yeah, there's no chemistry between them two. They like night and day. They would like never meet each other type
Right.
of chemistry.
It's like almost forced on us that they want us to believe that they're in a relationship. You didn't have to have them in a relationship.
Right. And how about when she visited the sister and the sister's about to shut the door and she stuck her foot out to block it.
Hmm.
It ain't no way in the world no FBI agent would do that shit or be allowed.
Right.
And if the FBI agent did that shit to me, I would have told on somebody. I would have
Hmm.
told on her. You can't do anything like that unless you got some type of warrant or something like that. No,
Hmm.
the woman said she didn't want to talk.
Yep.
Yeah. So anything else you want to talk about power on power?
Nah, just stupid.
All right. Now let's get to the show that you was waiting for. The season premiere of Fear Thy Neighbor. We'll start off with episode one. With the the episode one is titled The Secret Wife. It's about it's a suburb of I think it's close to Houston, if I'm not mistaken, Houston, Texas. It was about this man. The man was like they looked at him
It
as
sounds like you love the show more than me.
oh, I do, cause well, first my mom was the one that got me to watching it. She the one that told me about how it was the season was about to start or whatever. That's how I knew. So the guy was a geek or whatever, doing everything. So just so happened that one of the neighbors had found out he had a wife that was living there. So the wife told the neighbor that she was quote unquote being held hostage. Total bullshit. So the neighbor, being a superhero, tries to rescue this woman, and the neighbor, the geeky guy, shot the woman. I'm paraphrasing everything. Of course, you know it's longer than that, but I think it was just total bullshit that that woman was being held hostage. There's no way. If she was being held hostage, the man has to go to work. He has to go somewhere. He's not sitting in that house 24/7. So if he went away, and you being held hostage. Why not just bust out the window?
That's because it's a lie. Here, she was going to church. She was going to the supermarket. She had her mom come over. She had her sister come over with the nieces. People that's held hostage don't give company to come over and shit like that.
Exactly. Mama coming from Mexico. Mama coming from Mexico, but yeah, he's held. He's keeping her hostage. See,
Hmm.
I think he just told her to stay in the house because he didn't want her around them other, those
Right.
other women. Because I know she cleaned the fuck out of that house. You know that.
Hmm. And it's almost one of them things where a lot of those foreign women they just want to get here so bad that they'll marry a fucking dweeb,
Yes.
have his kid, and then kick him to the curb because now you know they're not going to kick you out of the country. You got a little American kid. You got
Right.
married over here, so they, you know what I mean. They'll just let you fill out the paperwork so you can become a citizen. Your kid is already a citizen, so hey, you good. And I think that's the place she was going for.
Right. I told my mom, well, I blame. See, I'm on his side because what she did do is kidnapping. If you look at a dictionary of kidnapping in the dictionary, that's what she did. Okay, let's just say that he did held her hostage and he double locked the doors and all that shit, like they said. Where's the paperwork to prove it? She should have went to the police and got a paperwork like this man, kept me kidnapped or whatever. So she's in Mexico and he's trying to search for his was it a daughter? I think it was a girl, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so he's trying to search for his daughter and nobody's telling him where his daughter is. You kidnapped her. You kidnapped her. So I'm like, I can see why he was all pissed off about it and everything. And I blame the husband, the neighbor's husband, for not stepping in. See, they thought that he was all a geek or he ain't gonna do nothing. He a geek. And what they say, he's like 5'4" or 5'5" or something like that.
Little puny dude.
Yeah, they looked
Now,
at him.
was he in the military?
I don't know.
Because
No, you
I thought when it came on, it said that he was in the military, but then it never touched anything else about military.
I
Because I
don't
said,
know.
"Oh shit, here we go again, making us look bad."
So he was like, well, look, he a geek, he ain't gonna do anything. So that's why he didn't step in. But no, you don't know what people are capable of. He should have stepped in and told his wife to get in the house. You don't get involved in that. Okay,
Hmm.
you want to help
Mind
that
your
lady?
business. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Now she got a black eye and bruises and shit. Then okay, if you want to get involved, we can get involved and call the cops or whatever. But she's fine. There's nothing wrong with her. We see her at church. We see her at the market. Shit, she's at the barbecue. Her family's coming over and they're staying there. If she was being abused and fucked up, the family would have said something.
Yep, yep. And like I said to my mom, if he was like that stereotypical Mexican, like the cholo look, the
Hmm.
shaved head, the tattoos everywhere, and all that stuff, would she would have talked to him like she talked to this guy?
Hell
No,
no.
because they thought he a nut, he ain't gonna do anything, he a little puny chump, he ain't gonna do nothing. And then my man just like wrecked their family. So it's the husband's fault. If
It's
if
like it's like the newsy neighbor got her daughter killed, and her daughter being newsy too, just like her mom. Y'all all in other people's business, then y'all done ruined y'all family.
Yep, yep, and then had the woman hiding out over mama's house. No, you don't get involved in that.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. All right, so episode 2 was Bullets in the Snow. Now, this happened in Wilkes-Barre, PA,
Books bar, yeah.
and it was this happened like during the pandemic where if you were on the social media, you seen the footage of they shoveled the snow in my man's on my man's sidewalk. So he goes outside arguing with him. He went in the house and he shot the wife and the husband. So they made it so the news made it seem like it was just over the snow, but
Mhm.
the guy was being fucked with for the longest time.
Remember when he came there, when he first came there, they was trying to include him in everything. He just wanted to be left alone, and they just kept fucking with him.
Right, right.
Leave people alone. Here they put a no parking joint in front of his crib because they want to back their truck out of their driveway so he can't park in front of his house. I
Hmm.
said, man, if that ain't the craziest shit I ever heard,
So and then they tried to say that the people of Wilkes-Barre, the higher ups in Wilkes-Barre, said that they
it's
don't they
Wilkes
didn't know
Bar,
Wilkes-Barre. I'm sorry,
Wilkes Bar.
that didn't know that they were they're not connected. But obviously they're connected. If he put a no parking sign in front of that guy's door like that,
After complaining, telling him he can't park there, the next thing you know, the sign come up. Yeah, they
right?
know them people. And here, them people sitting there yelling at everybody coming down the street, and it's like they run. There's always somebody that think they run the neighborhood, run the block. Sit your ass down and mind your business.
Right.
And then
And
they threw a party and left all that trash on my main yard. I'd have picked that shit up and threw it right back on their yard.
hmm so they had a neighbor. The neighbor shared the same driveway that they did. So they complained to the neighbor about the driveway and wrote a line where the woman can park at. So they kind of turns around and they put their truck on her side of the driveway.
Hmm.
So then they made that little Asian comment. I don't think she didn't like that much because her kids were she's white and her kids were half Asian. So she ain't like that comment. So then the dude's sister, the one that the kid's sister, she's a lesbian. She made little lesbian comments about a girlfriend because the girl was parked on their side of the or their side of the street. They were a complete terrors, and like you said, they was like the type that run the run. I hate to laugh because they died, but sometimes people put things on themselves.
Hmm.
Like going back to the first lady, she put that on herself, and these two people picking and poking at that man, and they were saying that they think that he was homosexual because he was planting flowers.
Yeah. He wanted to have his front of his yard looking real nice, so he was planting flowers in the yard. So the dude called him a fruit because he was in the Navy. You know how they always make jokes that the Navy guys are gay.
Right.
My uncle was in the Navy, and if you called him gay, he would have broke your fucking jaw. Like he was a fucking beast.
Hmm.
But it is a running joke that Navy because back in the day used to be a whole bunch of guys stuck on a boat for like fucking months at a time. Now there's a lot of females in there too, so it ain't no big deal. But so
Right.
that's like the running joke. But my thing is, my man got up early in the morning. He got the biggest driveway, shoveled his driveway, cleared out the fucking walkway, and then they come out later on in the day, pick their snow up, walk across the street to throw it
Ye-
on his property.
Yep.
They was asking for trouble.
Yep. And I can't understand how that makes him gay because he wanted his landscaping look good. See, I like flowers and all that stuff, but I already know I'm not messing around with no plants and everything like
Hmm.
that. Now, if I had a wife and everything and she was into it, I would, help or whatever, but I already know I ain't gonna keep up with that.
Yeah,
Planting
well, that's like
flowers and
Shay.
all that
Shay got
stuff.
flowers and plants and all that stuff on the back deck, and she used to have it out front. And like you said, I'll help her with that, but I don't see nothing wrong with that if you're a dude and you want to have your shit look nice.
Right. So he went in the house when they was arguing. He got a gun and shot both of them.
And that's the first warning right there. If you arguing with somebody and they go in the house, if they come back out, you best believe they got some shit in their pocket. So you might as well say,
Hmm.
all right, this is cool. He pulled a gun out and they still was talking shit.
Yep. So after he did that, now the young man came outside and was like, "Hey, you need some help? You all right?" He came outside with with a AR-15.
Well, he
That's what
told
it
them
looked
kids,
like.
go back in the house, mind your business.
Yep. So they ran, and he came outside with AR-15, and he killed both of them, the
Hmm.
husband and wife. Like I
He's making
said,
sure you don't go to the hospital and try to fight for your life.
yeah, and he went in the house and he killed himself. And then my mom was talking about how he was mental. Yeah, well, he was in the military. He could have had PSD. Like, what did he do that was crazy? The man was out minding his business, doing stuff, and they just kept messing with him for
Keep
some
pooping the
unknown
bear until
reason.
the bear snap.
Yep. Then he can't even park in front of his damn door because
Yep.
you put a north parking sign. Come on now, I didn't see anything crazy about him. Cause he didn't want to go to parties and all that stuff, block
He just wanted to
parties.
be left alone. If they left him alone, everybody still be alive. Y'all want to be
He,
fucking with him, so hey.
yep. Well, that's the only two TV shows I've seen. Have you seen anything else?
TV shows. Not really. I haven't really been watching nothing. I watched a little bit of Sex Education. I
What's
was going to
what?
watch Sex Education. Is that show they got the chick from the X Files on? It's like a foreign show
Mm-hmm.
about the kids in high school, and is a kid in the school like the mom. She's a sex therapist. So her son is like a little nerd, and he opened up like a sex therapist like clinic at the school. So other kids that got like sex problems, they go to him and shit, and give him a couple of dollars and they give him advice.
Mm-hmm.
It's an alright little show, a little too gay for me.
Is it a comedy?
Um, uh, it's, It's like one of them shameless type shows. I
Oh,
guess you
okay.
can call it a comedy. It got like funny
Yeah.
parts in it, but not really a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright, but I just don't like they got the one young black guy on there. He got fingered up the butt. He like it. They got the other black dude. He's gay. Then they got a black girl that want to be a boy. It's like too much fucked up shit going on with the black people on this show. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like turning me off. It's like, where's the normal black people at?
Right. Anything else?
Uh, she watched her jailbird show. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Love After Lockup. We watched an episode of what's the name? Your boy Ed the Egg, his joint.
Which one did you watch?
We watched the one when they let Ed come to the club and shit.
And you see how he went and told on him?
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't have let him go
No,
anyway.
I
You knew
wouldn't
how
let
he
him
did
go.
when he did with the other bull,
Yeah, I wouldn't
but you
have
still let
wanted
him
to go.
go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the girl, she just goes insane because my man, drunk Jovi, like to go to strip clubs. Like, what's the big damn deal? And he's the only one that didn't do
See,
anything.
I don't think it's a problem that he liked to go to club. I think the only thing I question is why he got like fucking strippers in his phone on save speed dial.
So I guess to set it up that where is you gonna be out here? Is you gonna be over here today? Well, all
Yeah,
right,
no,
I'll be
you
around.
shouldn't be having no strippers in your phone if you married.
And she just goes insane because he goes to the strip club. And what about our other girl, big girl? Big girl. She acting like she's so sweet and innocent, whatever. So
Hmm.
she get with the dude. So the dude was supposed to be cheating, and she finds this other dude, and he's stretching her out, and
Well, it's funny how these shows they'll have a female complaining about a guy cheating while they're cheating too, and
yeah,
doing it much worse. But they don't really bring it up. And then all the girls are siding with her, saying, "Oh, he's a dog. He was cheating on you, this that." But they're not giving her advice on what she's doing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or questioning her motives. Like she talking about she just wanted to kiss a guy, and then when she found a guy and she kissed him because she supposedly she was a virgin and only slept with her husband, and that's
yeah.
it.
That's what she said.
So if you're a virgin now, and all of a sudden you fucking meet one random dude and you doing everything with him, talking about I was just going to kiss him to get back at him. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, I blew him because that's what it led to. And then it led to some more. And then she kept him around.
Well,
And now
you
she's
ain't.
sneaking off on a show to go see the bull.
Yeah, well, you ain't talk about how he came into town and she snuck off the
Yeah,
sleep
that's
with,
what I just said. The
and
last
all the
part.
girls were like, "Yeah, girl, you go, girl," and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
it's like
Like,
they promote her negative shit that she's doing, but then fucking dogging my man for shit he did in the past.
right, this supposed to be marriage counseling. How are you supposed to be working on your marriage and you got this other dude in town
Mm-hmm.
and he's just wetting her like a fountain? And she,
Yeah, that show is horrible. I want to see the next one because I want to because I like to see Jovi Buck like that and ready to be aired up for telling on him.
yeah, he ain't gonna do anything.
I
That's
mean,
that's
they probably signed a waiver they can't fight because if anybody was going to do something, it would have been the cop. He already had like fucking charges against him from when he was a cop roughing up people.
yeah.
You would have thought he'd have roughed up Ed.
And plus Ed, Ed only talks that way because he's like handicapped. So people
Hmm.
think like, well, look, I'm not gonna hit him. What do it mean
I'll
like
punch
you
you right
hit
in his
me?
mouth.
See, so you hit somebody that's handicapped.
Yep. Jay, you heard our boy Willie D say he socked the shit out of Bushwick Bill.
But that's different. But Ed got that thing with his neck.
Yeah, okay, and Bushwick Bill had that thing with his whole body.
Yep, he didn't went right into like you already know. First they was debating whether telling him to go. Then they took him. They took him to the strip club.
Because they dumbasses. They should have never took him.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't
I
have. Did you
wouldn't talk about no girls around him or anything like that. I wouldn't say anything around him. Matter of fact, I don't even want to hang near him or sit near him or nothing.
agreed? See, the way he act will make me already keep my distance from him.
Right.
Just the way he act, because like I said, he's like the type where he think that nobody's going to hit him because they. Well, look at me, I'm handicapped.
But he say some fucked up shit that make you want to hit him.
I know he
And
do.
if you're a dude and you can say that shit like that, you can get knuckled up.
Anything else on the TV front?
Uh, I just watched the first two episodes For Life. You said it was like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first two.
Now
Did you
what you?
watch all of that?
I think so. I think it's been what was it one season?
No, I think it's two or three. It got
Yeah.
canceled after during the third season, I want to say.
Okay, so I must have just watched maybe like the second up to the second season. What's your
Okay.
thoughts on it?
It's okay. I mean, I was reading like the real story behind it, and it's like, damn, they didn't took the whole story and went the whole sideways with it for TV.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because when I was reading, they said he didn't get his degree while he was in jail, and he wasn't, you know, what's the name? What do you call it when the lawyer worked for you? He wasn't taking cases when he was in jail either. They said, and first of all, I think he was guilty. I don't think he was innocent about the whole thing he went to jail for.
Mm-hmm.
But they said he would people in jail would come to him. He would look at their case and he'll write down like shit to help their case, and then they'll give that to their lawyer, and that's how they were getting off. And he got
Right,
like 20. He got like 20 different inmates off. So he was helping, but they exaggerated. He got his little fucking degree hanging up in his prison wall, and he's going to fucking court representing people. And things like, no, that's not how it went.
right, right,
But here he got kingpin charges, but shit, he probably was a kingpin because they said manufacturing drugs out of that. He didn't have a club, but he had like I guess a studio because he was like a producer or something.
right,
But they found all these drugs. They said the drugs being sold out of there, and then they said they had stuff there where they would, for, to make the drug, manufacturing drugs. So shit, if you got all that, there's no way all that can go on without under your nose without you knowing. So that's why I think he had something to do with it. They said he was making $30,000 a day. How are you making $30,000 a day as a producer? A no name producer, not like a big time producer.
right, right.
So that just makes me believe that he probably was dirty.
So DJ Envy didn't know what was going on. You don't believe him?
Bullshit.
This guy's like the co-CEO of the company. He don't know that the guy was it was a damn Ponzi
Oh,
scheme.
he knew.
Yeah, he
And
knew.
whenever he kept saying, I said, DJ me said, and I told him, if you owe anybody some money, you need to pay him. Well, you just trying to tell us now that he owe you money. So why didn't you say, why don't you pay us our money? So, he never talked about how the guy owed him money, but he want to say, well, hey, I got $500 invested in too. And the one I watched yesterday, I watched there's a white guy that broke down the whole story. It was crazy
I
how,
know it was about 20 minutes long.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
seen it.
like it was like properties that he bought in 2014 that he would go to people and say, "Let's buy this property," showing a property that he already owned. If you invest 100,000, I'll buy it, and then we fix it up. So they give him 100,000. He already owned the property from 2014, and he
Hmm.
he was doing the same thing. It's like four properties that he was burning everybody with the same story, and
Yeah.
people just willy nilly giving him money. I'm like, how are these people giving it? Shay said the same thing. Like, you can do your own investigation. You don't need to be giving all this money up like that without knowing what's going on.
Well, because number one, black people, or let's just say urban people, because I'm including
But it was
Lat.
mostly Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm including Latinos in this. It's easy to sway. It's easy to scam let's just say urban people. It's easy to scam urban people.
Well, he was
I
getting
guarantee
everybody
you.
though.
Yeah, I know, but majority of them, like you said, was
Yeah.
Latino. But I bet you we can stop this right now and go on his Instagram page. I guarantee you it's nothing but him getting out of private planes, standing taking pictures of private planes, taking pictures of fancy cars. He got all type of jewelry and all that shit on. So when you look at that, you think, well, look, if I can give him money, I can get the same shit too, because it's trinkets.
Mhm.
We get off on trinkets. So so yeah, that's why I think it's, and plus he probably was like, okay, now, okay, let's just say I had 100 grand and I wanted to buy property and all that stuff. I wanted to buy property, buy a dilapidated house, fix it up and sell it. Okay. So now we talking about I gotta hire contractors. I gotta get all permits and all that shit. So now you gotta go back and forth and trying to get permits and all and everything like that. All right. So now you got this dude. So in other words, and if you have workers in there, you have to go there every day to see what them workers is up to.
Mhm.
So now you got this guy saying, "Hey, look, well, look, just give me your $100,000. I will get a place, and I'll handle everything. I got the contractors, I got the workers. Oh, they'll get the permits. You don't have to worry about nothing. So that's what they thinking. Like, well, look, I can do this, and I don't have to do shit. Sign me up.
I think the flip is what got him because he said in 90 days you'll have 30%, profit. So
Right,
they was giving up, money, and then they was getting like so much back as a quick turnaround. So when stuff is too good to be true, you got to know it's some shady shit going on.
Yep.
And Joe Button said the same things. Like we wasn't even talking, and then out of the blue, he called me up talking about getting into real estate and all this with his guy, this and that. And I told him like it sounded like a scam.
Yeah, he looked at Joe Budden like he was some type of sucker or something
Mm-hmm.
for calling him out the blue and trying to get on that.
The
So they
motherfucker
can,
you don't talk to, and then all the blue, sudden you gonna call him up because you knew he
right.
had a couple of dollars.
Yeah, he looked at him as like some type of mark or something.
Well, they said the boy Tony the closer broke this shit way up, but ain't nobody was listening to him.
Hmm. Yeah. Cause I'm like, why in the hell would he call me out of the blue talking about something getting involved in real estate with him?
And as we say, he's like, I'm good. I wasn't even in that lane thinking about nothing like that. I don't even talk to him. So why would he call me up? Yeah, that sounds
Right.
like some bullshit.
Yeah, he tried to play Joe Buttons. I give it to Joe Buttons on that one. He tried to play him. Try to look at him as like some type of sucker or
Hmm.
something.
Now, is it true that they looking for a replacement for DJ Emmy?
Oh, I don't know. Is he? I know they from what I seen on the internet that he's doing that remote. He's on remote doing the show remotely. I'm assuming it's from his house.
Right. Remote access.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's what they said. They said that the show was looking for a replacement. It was funny when he was on the show and he was all serious, and Charlemagne kept cutting jokes, and then he got all mad at Charlemagne. Like, I'm serious. This is serious. Like, don't come on the show pleading now. When you had this guy on the show, you vouched for him. All your little commercial ads and stuff like that. It was you and him, and y'all was talking partnership. And all of a sudden, you ain't his partner, and you ain't know what was going on. Bullshit.
Right. Yeah, he's listed as partner on the company for the
And
company.
then they walked up to his girl and asked his girl because you see he built that big ass mansion off from the ground up. They showed like the lot that he bought, so he definitely was involved on that shit too. And his
Yeah.
girl was like, "I don't have nothing to do with it." And she went in the house. Yeah, they her name and her picture was all over that shit too. So they both going to
Yeah.
probably go down.
Now, did they have a reality show together or something like that, or was that a YouTube thing when they was doing all those? They looked like they was like fixing up houses or something. It was that guy. What's his name? Caesar, right?
Caesar, yeah.
It's Caesar, his wife, DJ Envy, and his wife. It was almost like a show or something that they were on.
I don't think so, but I don't know. It could have been.
Yeah, they all going to jail.
Yeah.
But I think Envy's gonna wind up telling to try to get a lower sentence or something
See, I
like
said
that.
Caesar. I said Caesar gonna be the one to snitch on Envy and shit.
Oh shit.
Envy got the bigger name. He got probably more money. So shit, I'd be like, he probably gonna snitch on Envy and Envy wife. That's they're the ones.
Mm-hmm.
Envy
See,
already trying to distance himself from the ball, but he still ain't really throwing the ball under the bus like he wants, like he should be.
right, because well, see, I picked Envy because he soft shoe anyway. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but
like, soon as he get in trouble, he gonna start telling those folks.
see, I think he got the bigger name, and they like to bring down the bigger name. People
Mm-hmm.
really don't know Caesar, but everybody know Envy, and so many of them people are saying the only reason they did it is because he was attached to Envy. You know what I mean? And then
Right.
Envy was doing the seminars with him and all that. You can't do all this stuff and promote all this shit for a fucking shady dude. You gotta bear some of that responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and another thing that iHeart going to do is they going to have to anytime they book the Breakfast Club book people on there, they're going to say, well, all right, let me see, give us a list on who you inviting this week or whatever. And they want to see who they going to invite because they ain't going to allow this shit to go on anymore. How they just had them people come up there willy nilly like that.
Right. You can't take that chance.
Yeah, exactly. Because somebody gonna wind up suing iHeart. Well, look, I was listening to the show and they had it on there, made it seem like it was a good deal. So yeah, I invested my money based off that show, based on him
Hmm.
being on there. You just never know how people are. And a thing about Envy is Envy has money. Now, if he seen this dude in here and he's talking about investing in real estate, he could have got a what do they call it, a forensic accountant to check Caesar and see
Hmm.
what he was up to. DJ Envy got money, so that's why I say yeah, he was involved in it.
He definitely was.
Yeah. So anything TV, no more TV related, right?
Nothing really I can think of.
What about anything on the movies?
Movies. Trying to think. I did watch something. What did I watch? I watched a horror movie last night. I fell asleep on it, and then I kept waking up watching it. It was stupid to me. Shay finished it. I think she dipped off a couple times too, though.
Hmm.
It
Is it
was
something new?
It's a new movie. It got Tommy from Power on there.
Uh-huh.
It's a horror movie. It got Tommy. It got I think it's that girl too, the boxer. I think she's in it too.
What boxer? The
The
one that's
boxer chick.
on
Yeah,
Power?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a group of friends all get together to stay at this fucking house that was built in the 1800s. The shit is like haunted or something. You know what I mean? Got spirits in it, and they all
Mm,
get fucked up pretty much.
okay.
It was stupid. And
Any
oh, it got your boy Ti on there. Yeah, he's the person that got like COVID on the show, so they like lock him in the basement so he don't get nobody else sick, and then the spirit get him.
What's going
They
on
got
here, y'all? What's going on?
he all coughing and fucked up. Like, first off, why would you go on a group retreat? Everybody got their girlfriends. He ain't got no girlfriend with him.
And
He's
you
sick as a
said,
dog, coughing and shit, but trying to act
yeah.
like I'm all right. Like, keep your ass home.
I'm okay, shorty.
First off, you would never find like a lot of black people, going on a retreat like that in the middle of nowhere, fucking old ass house like that,
Right.
1800 built. In the 1800s and shit like that, it probably was a whole bunch of slavery and killing and raping and going on in that house. So it's
Mm-hmm.
probably all type of bad spirits and shit. You go and just hang out there for the weekend? No, thank you. I'd rather go to a nice hotel. They got fucking lights and room service and some good food.
Anything else?
And they got your boy Jay from was it 106 and Park? What's the dude name? Terrence J.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of the guys on there too. It was stupid as shit. And I watched something else too. I can't think of what it was. It was a new movie. I can't think of it though.
Mm. Well, I looked at Devotion. Devotion, the stars our boy Jonathan Majors. I think it came out last year. Yeah.
Military June.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was all right.
Yeah, the movie is fine, but it was just a little too long. It's like a lot of stuff they could have cut out, and
Mm-hmm.
they kind of made it a little Disney-esque. Jesse Brown was the name of the pilot. It was based on a true story,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of made it Disney-esque. Now this is like the late '40s, early '50s, and he's like the first African American guy to fly the plane. So it's just him, just a whole bunch of white people. So you mean to tell me nobody called him the N word to his face? And it's like nobody says anything racist to him in the movie. Nobody calls him any type of names, anything like that. They just treated him like an equal. So
Bullshit.
yeah, exactly. So they made it Disney-esque, and then the ending, right? So, well, you can still watch. I mean, it's based off a true story, so you can read out, and I'm not really giving
Mm-hmm.
anything away. So he crashes. But this is during the 1950s. What war is this?
I don't know.
Is this the Korean War?
Who was they fighting?
They was fighting Koreans, I think. I think it's the late 40s, early 50s. I'm thinking it's the Korean War. Well, anyway, they they uh they shoots his plane down, right? The plane like lands like right on their territory. So the white dude, the white lead, he is like trying to look for him and all that stuff. So he crashes his plane to try to rescue him, but they couldn't get his feet off the. He was like stuck in the plane because it was crashed. So they so this was the Korean War. I just checked, and so the guy crashed his plane. The white guy crashed his plane to try to get to the black guy, but his feet was stuck. So he died in the plane. So ain't no way in hell. I might like the guy and all that stuff, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna crash my plane in enemy's territory to help him out like that. So I don't think it didn't happen that way. So they kind of made it a little Disney-esque. It's watchable. It's too long to me. I think it's like 2 hours and 14 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of stuff they could have cut out. But I mean, if I wasn't doing nothing, I would take a look at it. The second film I watched is the Sound of Freedom. You know about the Sound of Freedom, right? About the traffic, the sex
Yeah, I
traffic.
wanted to see that. I keep forgetting about that. I wanted to see that.
Yeah. Mel, I hate niggas. Gibson. Mel Gibson said he hate niggas, right? Or was it just Jews?
Jews.
Oh, okay. So Mel, I hate Jews. Gibson. He's executive producer of it, and Mel Gibson might be a hateful dude, but he can put on some good movies.
You think he's a hateful dude? I don't think he is.
Oh no, I'm just saying that being funny.
No.
It's a real life story about well, I'll paraphrase everything since you want to see it. It's a story about Tim Ballard. Now Ballard was a government agent that was trying to rescue children from sex trafficking, and he put on like a sting operation to rescue these kids that was in sex slaves. This is in South America somewhere. I don't remember what country it was in. Um, but watchable. Yeah, it was watchable. A good watchable movie.
I saw a documentary thing on this, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good." And I like the dude Henry. He's a good actor. I like his movies.
Yeah,
Our boy and shit.
yeah,
But I think because first off, is a lot of this shit is still going on today. A lot of
right,
Hollywood and the Hollywood bigwigs, they tried to ban this movie and stop this movie from even being produced and coming out.
right.
So when
Uh,
you go to great lengths to stop a movie that's promoting good shit, it's like that mean you part of the evil shit that's going on. You know what I
right.
mean?
Now, is this a Christian movie or is just a movie?
I think it's just a movie.
Okay,
But that's
right.
what I'm saying. They didn't want to push that because they know a lot of that shit is tied to Hollywood too.
Mm-hmm.
Riza Al Islam, the Muslim brother that do the shows and stuff on YouTube.
Yes.
He talked about this, and he talked and when he was talking about it, he did like a real good behind the scenes talk on a lot of the stuff that's going on that they don't want you to know about. And he
Mm-hmm.
was saying like a lot of times we as the US we complicit in a lot of that shit that goes on. Even if you bring it down to back to who was the Epstein Island with all these fucking millionaires going to his island to fucking see kids and shit like that.
Right.
There's a lot of fucked up shit that goes on that we just don't know about.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a good movie. You can go out. You can go out your way and see it. It was good. I'll just leave it at that since you
Yeah, I
want
put
to
it in
see
my
it.
queue to watch it, and I just never got around to it. I tried to watch what's the name? Well, that's back to the TV shows, but I downloaded the wrong ones. I downloaded the foreign language shit, and I'm like, fuck, I ain't even got subtitles, so I got to delete all of them. Ragnarok.
Oh, I'll let that go. I'll just wait for you to see it. Until you
Well,
talk
it's
about.
fucked up.
I won't
It
tell
ain't
you.
live up to the hype of the first season.
I no, the season wasn't bad. It's just something that happens that at the last episode that I wasn't really that fucks it up for the whole
And I got
fucks
an
it up for the
idea
whole
already.
series.
I already got an idea.
What you mean?
No, I ain't gonna say. I just got an idea what's gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah. um, and that's it for movies. But the TV shit, the movie that you said that Ti was in that you watched is called Fear.
Okay.
And this the sister that's in here
Hmm.
it's not the lady. It's not the
That's not her.
no.
She couldn't look like her.
This lady is in you didn't see that little John Wick little special they did with the 3 episodes.
Mm-mm.
She's the karate guys, the hitman karate guy's daughter, and that show,
No.
that show. So
I
no,
thought
it's
she
it's
looked
not the
like
pop.
her, but I wasn't sure if that was her or not.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's all this about Stephen A. Smith and Molly trying to get him fired?
Or what happened? I don't know.
He started talking about vibrators and her and shit on air, and she got all offended and stuff.
Oh, I heard about the vibrator line. She's like the type of person where as though you can't say nothing to her.
Yeah, you got to be
Like
real
she,
careful what you say around her.
right,
She act like she your buddy and your friend, and then she go right upstairs and report your ass.
right. See, that's why I would just, especially with the see what would make me leave her alone is with that LeVar Ball said
Oh
about the
yeah, oh yeah.
change. What do you say?
Hmm.
Switching subjects. and you could switch subjects with me anytime. He wasn't talking about sex. He said you could just switch subjects
He didn't
anytime.
even say what is, and then everybody say it right now. It wasn't subject. What is it? Is it change gears or switch
Switching
gears?
gears, yeah, switching gears.
And she got all offended about that.
Right. And see, that will already make me like not deal with her if she got offended at that. And then what Stephen A said about the vibrate, he said she mentioned the vibrating, and he said, "Well, look, I ain't say vibrating, I just said ring. Your phone was ringing. I guess she was on the show when the phone was ringing or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's the type that like, it's like, do you have sex on the brain every waking day? Nah.
Some people look for reasons to get offended, and she's one of them.
Right. Yeah. See, me, I wouldn't leave. I don't. She don't need to be on there anyway because she interject herself so much and she talks over everybody.
Because
I
she
don't
want to
know
be the
what people.
host.
Right. I don't know what people see in her. Number one. See, if I'm Stephen A, did you see how he was on? He's a little sneak too, by the way. Did you see how
Definitely
he had went upstairs, went to the front people and told them to fire Mexico?
got Max fired. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
See, what he needed to do, he should have did that with her.
And I like Max.
I
He's a
do
fucking
too.
hater.
Yeah, I do too. I like Max too. Yeah, anybody do something like that is a street sucker. Is a person
Mm-hmm.
that you gotta watch out for.
Yep.
Hmm. Or anything else you want to add?
Not really. When you gonna come over and help me hang these lights?
I thought you already hung them already.
No, I had to buy some more equipment. My drill battery died, and
Mhm.
I've been trying to charge, and I got a charger, so I put it on a charger, and it's supposed to flash while it's charging, and then it turned green when it's full. Man, it sat on there for 2 days flashing. I'm like, and then I put it on there, and the light come on the drill, but it don't have enough power to spin, so I know it ain't charging. So I was like, damn, is the charger not working or the drill, the battery not working? So I wound up buying both of them. So I'm still waiting for it to come in because I gotta drill them little clips in, and that's a whole bunch of clips. I don't want to be doing it with no screwdriver.
Now, is this you need a drill or a screw gun?
Well, a power drill. You don't gotta have it. You can drill it in with the a regular screwdriver, but it's
Hmm.
easier if you got like a screw gun.
Okay. All right.
And I had my screw gun for years. It's not an expensive joint, but it's like a little house joint. You know what I mean? DeWalt or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And just I guess the battery just fucking shit the bed. So I ordered another battery and I ordered another charger. But I bought like the generic battery.
Right.
That joint costs like half the price of the famous battery. And as long as it do the same job, I don't need no fucking famous battery.
Yeah, it'll
It's
do
like
the
it's
same.
like an Amazon double A battery or fucking Duracell double A. They both do the same thing.
Right. Hmm.
So I bought the battery. I'm just waiting for that to come in the mail, and then I gotta like put the clips all in and then hang up the lights. And Shay bought what's the name? Another attachment for it, so I got enough light to go around the whole basement.
Hmm. Well, all right, y'all. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube at P&L Judgementals, Instagram at the_judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
Oh, you forgot to mention I was busting your ass in fantasy football this week.
Oh, I ain't even see the score. What's the score? I seen it
112
early.
112 to 99. It's a fight.
Yeah.
And it looked like I got Metcalf in it. He just said he ain't playing, so now I gotta find a sub real quick. All right. Peace out.
All right. All right.